Baby news.
We're live. Hello.
Hi, everyone.
Hello. How you
Spirit
doing?
Messenger Sheila,
Let's
Debbie,
see.
Christina.
Hey, Debbie.
Hi.
Okay. Oh, get my phone down. Baby news. None yet. No baby yet. My daughter's not contracting or anything. So it was like 2 weeks ago. She was 2 centimeters,
Mhm.
and it stopped.
Uh,
So we're waiting. Her technical due date from original was 11/5.
oh,
So I guess the baby's little granddaughter's waiting until then. Okay. I'm going to grab my Oracle deck and get a universe message quick before we hit some politicals.
okay.
But happy Tuesday, everyone. And hello, Sheila. Sheila sent you an email. Her
Yeah,
name is Sheila.
I'm going to tell her I'll fix it. I'm a little bit dyslexic when I'm typing on those little Canva things. I did a thumbnail, and I'm sure I spelt her first name wrong somehow. So
Oh, you
I'll have
mean
to,
for tomorrow? Tomorrow's show, you
yeah,
mean?
tomorrow.
Oh,
Yeah. I'll go in there and fix that. I'll call
Heather, how you doing?
it the show. Sorry, Sheila. I don't know how I spelled it
My,
wrong
my
because I know
focus.
how it's spelled.
Did you feel wonky
Hmm?
like this weekend or anything?
Did we what?
Did you feel wonky? Like
Wonky today?
the energy was weird.
Yeah, the energy's been weird the last few days, and I felt kind of wonky.
I
To
think
be
this message is, yeah, I was just kind of off.
honest, yeah,
I've been wanting
stress.
to do my I've been wanting to do my Senate predictions and the House predictions and everything else and a few governors. I
Yeah,
haven't been like, let's do this.
yeah, I know what you mean. Well, the energy has been pretty weird. I've been kind of, I won't say a space cadet, but
You
not on my game. Look at I spelled names wrong and I know how to spell them. So
No, Heather's been wonky for weeks. No, I mean, it could have been a multiple things because I was alone for 4 days. My family went to New Hampshire.
mhm.
Then I couldn't sleep. I was dreaming on and off, but it was all good dreams about family and stuff. I'm worried about my daughter, my granddaughter coming. When's it going to happen? So I don't know. A lot of stuff on my mind, I guess. A little bit of universal energies possibly going on. Gabby, no under the weather. I mean, I feel good. It just like connection wise is
Yeah,
like.
yeah. I know
So I
what you
think this is part of the reason. Just chill, Scotty. My
mean.
granddaughter will come when she's gonna come.
That's
Another,
right.
the other one, top and bottom, is
Love-
always remember to love yourself.
That's right. Don't forget that.
Don't forget that. So those
And
are my top and
I had
bottom for
pulled,
Tuesday.
I pulled three too. Well, I pulled three before the show for everyone. And I have make time for self, nurture yourself, take care of yourself. It's kind of like what we were just talking about. Um,
Definitely.
it's essential right now because the energies are crazy. And I got these are the crystal angels, sapphire. And it's easy, does it? Your health and happiness and abundance require a general approach to life and work right now. So that goes hand in hand with self care. And I love this last card turquoise, spiritual path. Your true beliefs are becoming clearer to you, which prompts you to make necessary life changes. So that's beautiful. With maybe we're just getting a lot of incoming energy, and it's really in service of our spiritual path. So nurture yourself.
Oh
Take
yeah,
care
that's
of
always
yourself.
best.
Yeah.
You aren't upset, you aren't pissy, everything feels better.
That's right. That's right.
My mom would always say, in God's time, honey. Oh,
Yep.
we're all excited. Well, she goes to the doctor and finds out she's 2 centimeters and the baby's in position, and the doctor goes, anytime.
Anytime.
Then it was 2 weeks ago, and we're like, when?
Anytime.
you know,
The baby's coming when it's
she's coming.
gonna come.
Let's see. All right.
Those stars have to align just right for that.
Yeah. She's going to want to be born on a certain day for her, right?
Yep.
Okay. What were we? You were. Oh, Trump's taxes.
Oh
You
yeah.
were, you were curious about Trump's taxes. 45 appealed to the Supreme Court about the House Ways and Means getting 45 taxes. So it's kind of funny. They already got them.
Well, essentially that is correct, right?
But I guess they can't dig into them.
Legally do anything with them because they
But on
need
good
that.
news, Lindsey Graham must testify. Now he's going to figure out what he's going to plead the fifth about. So Roberts said, hold on, brief stay until the court can look it over. What's the court going to do? Kick him back? No, you're done. Well, look at the case.
Well, according to what I read, it sounded like this deadline of November 10th triggers a Supreme Court vote across the board. They said that triggers it. I don't know if I read that correctly or not, but
What was it? Oh, no. Roberts said he wants a brief from the House by the 10th.
yeah, and that's what they said that somehow triggers. I don't know if that makes sense or not. Triggers a Supreme Court ruling. I don't know.
No. Okay. I'm getting no. They're gonna kick it.
I said I think they are, and I got the same kind of thing. I got the final cards, delusion, and walking away. So they're going to take their toys because the cards before that were the magician and the empress. So I feel like they're definitely going to rule. I think they just did him a courtesy since he filed his attorneys, Trump's lawyers filed to get a, stay so they could look, do some magic tricks.
Yeah. Holly's in agreement. So I got death.
Oh, okay, good.
Meaning it's gonna end.
Yeah.
And I have my hermit full. It'd be very foolish to bring this on, and then we have victory.
Yeah, exactly. There you go.
No.
Yeah.
I have very burdensome things if they would take it up.
Yes.
They know what would happen.
Exactly.
And they're very burdened if they would take it on.
Correct. I mean, that makes perfect sense.
So, yeah.
When
it comes time, the full court will vote to say, no, we're not taking the case.
Yeah, I think you're right about that.
Like Debbie said, delay.
It's the game, the Trump game.
Of course.
Because they've been doing this, what did I read, to 2016? This delay tactic has been going on with this taxes since 2016. So he's very successful with his delays.
Hi, Keith. How you doing, my friend? How you been? Beautiful. All right, Lindsey Graham. How's he feeling? The most obvious, he's gonna either he can take the fifth, take a chance on a criminal.
Mm-hmm.
What's he gonna do? He's gonna climb up,
Yep.
or he's gonna negotiate. Well, he can't really negotiate. He has to testify. It's about what he does in that. They obviously can't talk about legislative things, but that ain't it.
That's right.
What's he gonna do?
That's right.
It's obvious. The only reason why he's delaying is because he did something criminal. Good, Keith. Glad you're well, my friend. All right. What do we have to say about Lindsay? Someone texted me today about Lindsay. What's that? Oh, someone texted me today about Lindsay, and she said something like, "Oh, it was good, and now I blew it." There's something about his femininity and what he wears.
Oh, gosh.
And I said back, so it was some kind of shoe. And then I go, no, he likes pumps.
He wants to feel like he's dressed for tea properly.
Yeah. Lady G.
Miss Lindsay.
All right. Georgia and Lindsay. What's going to happen to Georgia and Lindsay? Ooh.
Geek Hillbilly. It's Keith.
Ooh.
The Geek Hillbilly from Eastern Kentucky. How are you doing? I'm doing really good. Now that my brain is working today. But
Wow. I think he's going to take a deal.
You think he's going to take a deal? I thought so too, originally.
Because I was sensing that, when I'm thinking about it.
Yeah.
He knows he's host.
Yeah, I get that.
I think he's going to take a deal.
Yeah. I got New Beginnings, the Fool. I think he knows he's got to recognition and reward. He's going to go ahead and take some kind of an offer because this is the wisdom card. He knows that's why he's fighting so hard not to. He was fighting so hard not to have to testify, but there's no way for him to not, because he's too delicate for prison time.
Yeah. So I have his ending. I got all loving cards. King and Queen of Cups and the Page of Cups. Page of Cups is the author.
Yep. Yeah.
It's all about giving, healing for country, right?
Yeah.
So he's evaluating taking charge of the situation. Well, he can't take charge because he's got Fannie Willis on his backside here. Next to Fannie is the investigation.
Yep.
So then I got him taking a new path and taking a new and walking away about what he has to do.
Yeah.
Another page of coins, taking a new path. Yep. And here's doing what's right with my angels and guides card. This is what's doing what's right. There's a lot of love in here. Yeah, he's not going to go down for the former guy.
Nope.
He's like, behind the scenes, he'd be like,
well, how
can I get out of this?
You know how Lindsay is.
He tried all
double-sided. He's double-sided. Whatever. He'll flip on a dime because he has to go with the flow to keep himself in the game.
He'd be foolish not to.
And at the base of my deck, I had trapped in fear. I mean, he really does not want
Oh yeah,
to.
there you go. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
big
So,
time.
yeah.
He's
So what?
doomed if he doesn't flip. His,
Yeah.
it's over. Oh, okay. Is there resignation in Graham's future? Resignation.
Oh, I think so. Resignation before I even do the cards. Prognosticating.
Pandora's box. Resignation. You know, this
Yeah.
wouldn't be happening if, you know what, Jamie, if Jamie would have won, I can't think of his last name right now. You know, this wouldn't have played out because I believe Jamie won. You know, and Graham 2020 because they had those fabulous machines, right?
Yeah.
But if Jamie won, this wouldn't be playing out like this. As far as his karma and whatnot, you know, the whole reason, everything happens for a reason.
Yeah.
Holly thinks Graham will fight to the end.
He kind of knows which side his bread is buttered on. That's what I'm trying to say. So he really flips to whatever is going to be productive for him. And if the trunk wagon isn't going to keep it going, then he's got to flip. That's kind of like what I see. But I got the chariot.
Everyone.
I got the chariot, and that's showing he is going to take a hike. He's.
Well, what's after that? Because that could be also standing your ground too. It is movement, but it's also taking charge.
No, I don't think he's going to take charge.
Okay.
I think he's going to do what he's told, and he's going to take a long rest. And
okay. Huh. Wow.
But I don't know how long that'll take. Heartache. He really doesn't want to go out, but he's going to have to. I've always seen that.
Huh. Right now, we're still in the decision mode. Because I think, and eventually there's going to be a choice. You're going to have pathways. Which choice do you take? Right? There's going to be continued investigations upon him. Pretty much the same cards came out again. I shuffled like crazy.
I know. That's how it works. Also, that the chariot's a yes card too. And I asked, is Lindsay Graham?
Yeah. It could be in the future. He might have to.
It could be 4 years.
I asked if he's going to do his 6 years.
Yeah, that's a good.
Then after this, he would fight right now.
Yeah.
But maybe down the road. I got my fightings cards. Conflicts, abusive, arguing, lack of energy. The 2 5s there. I also have the other 5 with the 5 of coins, the old crap moment, losing everything. The truth will come out.
Yeah.
But in the middle part here, I have him holding on. With a.
Oh, well, I'm not going to say he's not going to try and hold on. But I think he's going to get such bad press, they're going to make him want to go his own party. But this, I asked 6 years, going to stay 6 years, and I got this.
Yeah, that sounds right. I think I was thinking more in this term, or I mean, with Georgia.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
But the federal government can get them later too.
Yeah, I think that's going to be like a process. So these things are going to happen eventually, but it's going to be like a rock, one rock piled on top of another, on top of another, on top of another, with all these things happening that are going to be too much for him to bear.
After 24 things really change.
In the future, when we see these
What's
criminals,
that mean, Holly?
things
In
really
the
change.
future, we see these criminals removed. After
After
24
24,
things.
it's
I'm a
really
little confused by that, Holly.
24 things.
I mean, a lot of these things are still going to take a lot of time. You know, Georgia's not going to be done for quite a while yet. She's still investigating. Graham's supposed to testify the 17th, I heard.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, 2024 probably? Oh, good point. All right. I need a different deck. After everything.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of chaos, a lot of movement yet.
Right.
We can obviously say after 2 years, we have a lot of violence in some people yet.
Right.
With Nancy's husband, people going after the FBI offices. There's a lot of crazies out there yet. The GOP has not changed. After 2020, you see these criminals. Okay, a lot of these could take a long time yet.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see, 2024. How long in the future? Criminals. It feels like the Republicans are just going to be so resistant yet.
Yeah, I kind of got cards like that myself.
I'm just trying to tap in here. I mean, I see things brighter. USA 2020. Wow. After the former guy goes, that'd be nice.
Yeah. Oh, gee.
Well, imagine that. We need to get my first 3 cards in the past here. We need to get rid of the former guy.
Yeah.
That'll help a lot.
Right.
Get him out of the equation.
I asked about it, and I saw. I mean, what I'm seeing is, this is where we are in the near past, and here we are in the present. So I think truth is being revealed with the Queen of Swords and her sharp little blade. And this is the subject that we're asking the question about. So it's already on its way out. But after 2024, I still see Nancy in place, and the outside influence is the tower. So as these cases pile up and we get positive outcomes with them, I feel like people are going to make different decisions and look to different, horizons. So maybe a lot of Republicans will change, or even Democrats. And finally, I get money, though, again, being an influence. And the final card is Temperance. So it'll still be going on, the things that have gone on will still go on after 24, but I think it'll be a time when things are finalizing with some of these cases and whatnot, but it's still, there's the underlying people that they're still there. Lobbyists, the money companies, whatever, whoever is. It's going to take a long time. As far as 45 goes, rewatch my Trump double speech. Really?
Yeah, I think he sent me something in Twitter.
Oh.
Twitter DM a while back.
Gotcha. Okay.
So yeah, I got once the former guy goes in the past position, things will get better.
Yeah.
With the swords here.
Yeah.
And then I have in the current, there are alliances behind the scenes working things secretly. The Six of Wands, Two of Wands, and the High Priestess.
Mm-hmm.
So behind the scenes, there's alliances being built. I mean, some of these GOPers, some of these decent ones, are doing things behind the scenes, using their intuition, secretly behind the scenes, creating alliances. There will be victory there. So that's kind of what's going on now. But, it's like they got to keep up the act, right?
Right.
Moving forward, I have Temperance also. And then I got the Eight of Cups and the Four of Wands.
Mm-hmm.
Moving forward. So just things are going to get better here shortly.
Yeah, they sound like it.
So after the election, this is moving forward here. Just take a bit. Things are going to move and things will start getting united.
Mm-hmm.
It may be an indictment coming up. It could be a huge victory for the Dems. But things are going to be moving quickly on the positive side, just as energy, not just political violence and whatnot. This is energy.
Right. And you know what? I have to say, along with what you're saying here, you know how things kind of start in the U.S. and then they flow out to all the different countries, like this conservative stuff. But when Bolsonaro in Brazil is out and they've got the new guy, that is amazing. And he said he is not even going to cause trouble over it. He's going to let,
That's good.
That's a miracle to me. Just a miracle. Going from a dictator to, a more liberal kind of candidate is just like a miracle in Brazil. So I'm just like, wow. But then you got somebody in Italy who is super conservative, just a brand new person and they tried to get somebody super conservative.
She's a mystery. Maloney or whatever her name is. She's exactly. A mystery.
Yeah.
She's trying to play the nice girl. So we'll see what happens there.
I know.
So my outcome cards are a bit challenging, but good. We have anxiety, deceit, strength, and Knight of Wands. So there's going to be some battles there. There's going to be some worries, next few years yet. There's still problems, but remember, all that's good is surrounding us, and universal energies are helping us.
Yeah.
Nothing's going to be perfect, right?
Yes.
But I'm really focused on that strength.
Yeah.
This is all that's good.
Yeah.
This is all that, that's powerful. The tree here stands strong.
Yes.
Strong on the earth, our foundations.
Yeah.
And the Knight of Wands, the universe has our back. So even though there's going to be some struggles in there, appeals, someone gets arrested, appeals, whatever, won't take deals.
I kind of get that same thing.
But all that's good will go.
Yeah. And I got, I got movement, choices, decisions, and emotional loss. So, the Republicans with integrity hiding out from persecution, they're doing a waiting game. I got foundation and achievements, everything that they've put into their political life, everything that they've accomplished. They don't want it to be destroyed. But truth and judgment is not, it's coming, but I think it will. I think with some kind of have to come to I get the universe after that. So it's a final, it's whoever is with integrity, I think they'll be protected and I think they'll be fine. And it'll be over when it's over.
Hey, how's it going, Linda? You working the campaigns or something, you said, I think? Just seeing you hop in. He's waiting for the purple act. Oh, let's see. We'll get back to, well, I'll just start that quick. Hello, Amy. All right.
He killed Billy. He dubbed the Psycho Chicken song the Josh Hawley running clip and pieced together a Moscow Mitch film strip complete with Terrence and Philip's song from the South Park movie.
Where did you share that, Keith? Is that on your Twitter page or where?
Yeah, man. I'll have to go look at that.
I'm sure it's creative. So what's going on with Bannon? He's appealing.
Yes.
Okay, yeah.
Right.
He's appealing. We know he's got the trial coming up for the state.
Right.
And he's linked in with January 6th and everything with the federal.
Yeah.
News on that. What's Steve's future? I mean, they're digging in to everybody, the lawyers, Roger Stone, because that Proud Boys trial's going on about the defense or whatever.
Yeah.
It's about ready to wrap up.
Mm-hmm.
And all these names are coming out in there, because the Proud Boys and those guys were talking,
Right.
with Stone. Tario flipped. Other guys have flipped, right?
Right.
There's no way these people are not getting out.
I think you're right.
Get arrested.
Mm-hmm.
I really believe DOJ is just waiting for the election.
Mm-hmm.
Track, man. It's like you think about what happened in 2016 with Comey coming out with the Hillary stuff, kind of threw things in a looper.
Exactly.
What would it fire it up the Republican base if they indicted Trump 2 weeks prior?
Mm-hmm.
It would just piss everyone off. People would not want to vote then. We'd be busy fighting in the streets. Who knows, right?
Right.
They just played it safe, continue to prosecute and check things off. There's plenty of other work to do. They indicted
an endless amount of work to do. It's like
DOJ. Part of DOJ just indicted or they either indicted or just prosecuted him. Oh no, he just got sentenced.
He got sentenced.
This guy, he was a police chief of a pretty big city in Missouri. Here he thought he was trying to set up a date with a teenager, and it was an undercover cop.
Oh my goodness.
Missouri police chief, pretty big town, I guess. I can't remember what it was, but yeah, is part of this whole crime sting operation they've been doing. It was actually an undercover FBI agent in Kentucky.
Oh, good. Oh, goodness.
He's getting 5 years.
Oh,
Police chief getting 5 years. So I mean, they're doing a lot of other stuff. Chinese spies are getting arrested. Oligarchs getting
Yeah,
arrested and indicted. So
yep,
they're doing
yes.
plenty of other work.
Really hear about every little thing because they're focused on other things, and we,
You can
they're
check all the.
everything. Mhm.
I
Yeah.
think like if you go to like the DOJ or whatever, and they do send links to all the offices, and you see what they've prosecuted.
Hmm. This is what I'm getting for all those people, those enablers. Um, we're going in with triumph and success with our sword of truth. And we are aware of all the nefarious things that they've done to assist Trump and everyone else. There's been deception, and it's all being found out. Um, and with our patience, the patience of our DOJ and all the other entities, legal entities going through the public entities doing their job, there will be material and financial problems that these people will face. I think their reputations are going to be besmirched if they aren't already. Obstacles and challenges. I think that this is probably what we face as a country, tying everything together and getting it all to stick. But in the end, we have triumph. That's the final card. That these enablers will be brought in some measure to justice. Maybe not, maybe they won't be put in prison, but something, they will face some justice at some point. That's my, because sometimes it isn't just putting them in jail. As long as we can stop them from doing this again by making everyone aware.
Like everyone, like a lot of people have said and felt, 45, like Holly just said, the level of destruction Trump committed is drastic.
Yes.
This is big.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
Hierophant in the world.
oh, that's big.
This is big.
That's very
This is
big.
bigger than Stone, Bannon, Manafort. This is worldwide.
Yeah.
This is big.
Well, it is worldwide. I mean, all the things that happen here have strings that go out to all the big player countries and the leaders, and all these nefarious things happened. So, yeah, China,
Oh,
Russia,
China,
Saudi Arabia,
oligarch,
you know,
everything. They linking it all together.
I mean, you name it. What's going on? Iran?
Iran, Israel, baby.
Israel. I mean,
Turkey, Erdogan, Saudi Arabia.
yeah.
Oh my God.
Yes. Yes.
I think Garland and the DOJ and other countries too have it all linked together.
Yeah.
Wheel of Fortune, High Priestess, and Three of Cups.
Yeah.
This is my link together. It's all linked
Right.
together. Wheel of Fortune, Karma Circle, getting everything in your row, and it's been done.
Good.
It's there with the High Priestess here. It's been secretly done. To just put everything together, and karma and everything will be. We're going to be dealing with prosecutions for 5 years at least.
God, yeah.
At least.
Imagine. It's just so big.
My guy just said 5 years at least.
Yeah, that makes sense.
The Magician, Three of Wands, and the Queen of Coins. Garland is. Remember, he went to Ukraine. I'm just getting that hit there.
Yeah.
Right? He's making connections with the Three of Wands.
Mm-hmm.
And then we got the Hague Court. They were talking, for Russia or whatever.
Yeah.
They need to take down Russia, right?
Yeah.
They need to end this, right? But this is just whole huge. I just got this overwhelming feeling. The world, right?
You're right.
The world.
Yeah.
It involves the world. Five of Wands, bad energy around the world, bringing it all down.
It does, and it should. And I'll tell you why. I mean, it's not just that we know all these things happened between 45 and all the different countries, but it's that all these other countries are suffering from the same political climate that we are or have been, not now, but with Biden in, thank goodness. But these things need to be brought back, and the power people need to have the power and say in their government again, and not a party
Well, if
who cheats and gets votes for entertainment purposes only. Uh, like Mitch McConnell, how could he be voted in Kentucky? Who would vote for him?
with a 30% approval rating,
Who would vote for him? How did that happen?
and he wins by 65 plus, right?
Yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah.
They were talking. So the Wisconsin Democrats, there's an organization, and I think there was a video too that he was talking about it too. If Wisconsin, because how bad of gerrymandering the House or how our Supreme Court in this Wisconsin has made these maps.
Mm-hmm.
If Tony Evers, our Democratic governor, doesn't win, and the lieutenant governor isn't Democrat, and our attorney general isn't Democrat, if we don't get people out to vote for Democrats, Wisconsin's gone.
Yeah.
They've been trying to push so many bad laws. They're only a few seats away from a supermajority, and they can rip anything through.
That doesn't sound good.
That horrible men running. Wisconsin can be a state no more. It's that bad. Everything bad they have on the books, ready to go. There will be no women's rights. You can forget about childcare. You can forget about everything. It's bad.
Wow.
You're only a few seats away, and the governorship from being a bad state. Because generally, as a whole, we do vote, let's say 54, 55 Democrat to 45 generally. It does flip, right? A little bit, depending how bad, because you got all those independents. But generally, we've always been just above Democrats, but it depends how many vote, right? So there's this graph, and it shows how generally, so let's say the Republicans own 63% of the houses or the seats.
Yeah.
When 58% of the people that vote are Democrats. That's not right.
Yeah.
It's reversed because of gerrymandering.
Exactly.
Bad maps, but our Supreme Court flipped it.
Yeah. I know. We need to take care of that. If you know what I mean.
It'll all happen if we have the Democrats get in there.
I know.
Right? I sense it's going to happen, but you always have those little fears.
I have a fear that there's so much to be done that it's like that should be one of the first things that gets fixed. But
the Voting Rights Act, the John Lewis bill, and all that'll come to fruition.
Yeah.
Child care, codify Roe, and better finish off the gun laws. There's a whole bunch of stuff.
A whole bunch.
Ooh. So about these bad actors, I still hadn't had my final card, my outcome. There's a 10 of swords coming here on the emperor losing all his money.
Mm-hmm.
And a Queen of Swords. Lady Justice. What does that mean? Seats. Because of 45, Republicans are going to lose seats. So let's just say if we don't get the House and Senate at first, it will adjust itself. That's
Mm-hmm.
what it's telling me. Ten of Swords, Lady Justice. Because of the Emperor, the Five
Mm-hmm.
of Coins is telling me they will lose seats. People will be indicted.
Ah,
So it will come around. No matter what happens, I think that's why our temperance is coming out.
I hope that's why.
Patience and love. The world. I had the world and the Wheel of Fortune in this spread, and strength and temperance. Have faith.
Geek Hillbilly says the machines were tampered with, and he was one of the 24 auditors uh, for 2020 election machines. Found the code that let McConnell win. See, I'm telling you, that's right, right? I mean, it doesn't. That's just it's enough
I
to
know.
figure out.
There's no way.
It's a common sense thing. It's just nobody with that low an approval rating would be voted in.
Well,
Year after
there's
term
numerous
after term.
there's numerous people that looked in. I mean, it's on the websites. How many votes he's gotten in certain counties? How many Democrats? How many Republicans?
That's right.
He doesn't get to, say, in a county where there's 900 Republicans registered, and he gets 2,900 votes.
Exactly.
And then you can go back in the history. And I did this. I looked at all the history, right?
Mm-hmm.
He was up 150% or more in a bunch of counties.
Mm-hmm.
Counties that went down all the time in history, back to the 90s.
Mm-hmm.
And he won.
I'm telling you, it's just
It's not possible.
it's not possible. You don't
But
even
our government
you
says
don't
it
even
was.
get a calculator out for it. You can just
So then, like I said it before, but maybe not everyone remembers, but I looked at the primary
mm-hmm.
with Rand Paul.
Oh,
Everything's normal. Nothing out of the ordinary. Okay? Everything went back.
Mm-hmm.
No weirdness, no extra votes. It's a primary. Of course he's going to win there. But what's going to happen in Kentucky? You'd think with what Keith is saying here,
Mm-hmm.
and it's been briefly happening a little bit. Not every vote, though.
Mm-hmm.
What I've seen on Twitter and talking to others, the early voting in Texas, they've had a few issues of flipping votes.
Mm-hmm.
But it seemed to be like every 5 to 7 times.
Mm-hmm.
Some people were saying, "Oh, it's fine," and other people were like, "I had to do it 3 times because it kept changing before I'd print off."
That's why I carried my ballot in and dropped it in the box. Nobody messing with my ballot.
Well, in Wisconsin, it's safe. There's no way to cheat because we use a marker.
Yeah,
You have
yours
your
good.
paper, you
You're good.
circle your marker,
Yeah, you're
and then
good.
it gets fed in the machine, and you have your copy. There's
Yeah.
no way you can cheat in Wisconsin.
No, I agree.
But yeah, it's and then they say all the time, "Oh, it was the safest election ever." Well, maybe so. And all the talk about Dominion and everything, never once, no one said a peep about these other machines. Nobody, nationally or anyone. Nobody. Not even our government. It's like, huh.
That's why I can't understand.
But they went to paper. There's a paper backup, though, at least.
Yeah, right.
But that's
Uh,
why I think some of these other ones are going to lose now because that paper backup and checking. But those touchscreen machines have to go or check better.
I agree. I agree.
And they've been
I
doing it forever.
Yep. Yeah, here it is. I found my notes, and this really upset me. Where in Pennsylvania, um, they were they were they were actually trying to sue a company who went in there and was allowed to go in and mess around with the voting machines and do a forensic check to see if the voting machine, this was in July, to do a forensic check
She's
to see
going to
if,
jail.
and it's touching the voting machines. They can't use them now.
Yeah. Yeah, you can't do that. You're going to jail.
In a rural county violated a court order by allowing forensic company to come in and examine their voting equipment in July, making the second security breach of the machines. What the heck? What the heck is that?
Well, that Tina Peters in Colorado, she's going to jail.
Hmm.
Mike Bandel was part of that. He's going to jail. They're all going to be tied up in prison things forever. In the meantime, January 6th, people are still getting arrested.
They are.
3 years later. Oh, yeah. This last month, there's been a few others reported get arrested.
Yep. One of the Capitol Police got put in prison for his involvement because he texted one of the protesters. He texted them to warn him that,
Right.
I mean,
it is nuts. It is nuts. Oh, God. Same time.
I'm going to have to do Sage after this.
And smoking, they will happen at the same time. Well, like I said before, that Scott Perry from Pennsylvania running again. He dropped his lawsuit. DOJ wanted all his info. Got raided. He's been pretty darn quiet.
Very quiet.
Very quiet. So I think when they go quiet, they're in trouble.
I know. And you know who else has been quiet?
Who that? Rudy Kaludi?
Oh, him, yeah. But also Gates has been completely.
Oh, yeah. Matt Gates has been real
went off the radar, so just like that. But yeah, and also, oh gosh, what's his name? He gives me the chills. I can't think of his name. Never mind.
From where?
It starts with a J.
Oh, Jordan?
Yes, thank you. I completely
Ohio?
He kind of is off the radar too.
Well, he posts dumb stuff on Twitter once in a while.
Oh, does he?
But yeah, as far as public stuff, no. So many criminals be quiet. Yes, Holly. Jim Jordan. Yes. Jimbo.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there was someone was making fun of him. Someone got arrested or something in Ohio.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I think it had to do with that. It may have been that police chief. Someone was making fun of him. But there was someone got arrested, indicted in Ohio, and it related to rape or something like that.
Yeah.
There was a young girl who got raped or something.
I remember.
Well, they were all tagging Jim Jordan.
Exactly.
Right. I want to look at Carrie Lake.
You have your Las Vegas hat on.
Yes, I do.
Las Vegas,
In honor of you, pretty close, right?
neighborhood town. Yeah, I'm in Henderson. Uh,
Yeah, I didn't have time to shower, so I put a hat on, and I thought, well, I'll put my Vegas one on.
that's right. Thank you.
All right, let's look at Carrie Lake and Hobbs in
Okay.
Arizona, because
All
I
right.
haven't really looked at her. She is so crazy.
Super
Who's gonna,
crazy.
who's gonna come out on top there in a week?
I kind of have been following this too, and yeah.
Okay, I'll start that water lily. Will the Dems fight for our country this time, or will they allow McConnell-like cheating to continue? Okay. I know, right, Holly? That girl is crazy and mean. It's like she doesn't even care how publicly mean she can be. She scares me. I wouldn't want to meet her in a dark alley.
She's definitely scary. I got that she's not going to win. I pulled my yes or I got my no card.
Okay. 3 cards for Carrie Lake. Sworn in January. Well, in my mind, they're showing me Katie Hobbs is sworn in. Oh. I got the death card. Ooh. Yeah. Katie Hobbs' 3 cards I'm going to pull here have to be very much worse than Carrie Lake's 3.
Uh-oh.
Okay. What's her first name? Trisha Hobbs or no?
Katie Hobbs.
Katie Hobbs. Okay.
Right.
Katie and Carrie.
Politician and a social worker who is serving as Secretary of State since 2019 in the Democratic Party. And
Ugh, the heck is going on here? The Katie's are better.
I think there's going to be a lot of trouble. Even
yeah, there's going to be trouble with this one. She's not going to go down swinging.
No, I get
more.
I get a yes card for Katie, a no card for the other gal.
I think she's going to fight it like 45. It could be a mess. They might have to arrest her ass. It is. That's the way it feels. I mean, like, I have death here, the ending of it, right?
Oh goodness!
I have a lot of I have a lot of conflicts though. If I have a sword, she's not going to go down. But then in the end, she might be locked up.
Yeah. Oh gosh.
Focus. Come on. Focus. See it? I got a little jail cell there with 4 coins.
I like that. Yeah, I see that.
Locked up.
Yeah.
Subpoena or something, or she's going to file lawsuits. One of the two.
Oh yeah, something like that.
For Katie, I got a lot of frustration.
Yeah.
The 4 of Cups.
Well, they broke into her. They
and
broke
some heartbreak. But in the middle, in the middle, I have her being governor though. But it's surrounded by heartbreak and waiting and sadness and loss.
It's not going to be an easy thing.
So then on the end, but like I said, in my mind, I asked who's being sworn in, and they showed me Katie's sworn in, right?
Yes, right.
So there's going to be a lot of chaos. I
I
pulled three
just got
more.
channels. So,
So
yeah.
I had the moon, a lot of secret chaos, a lot of
Mhm.
fighting, wheel of fortune, fate turning around, and the sword of truth will come out. Everything will
Exactly.
be, but it's going to be nuts. I really
It's
feel this election's going to
for
be,
real. This is Arizona, folks. It's going to be nuts.
and it was in 2020, and
Brand-
it's still going on, right?
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah,
I mean,
exactly.
this was the first card, right? Devil and death and
Yeah,
sadness and down and ugh.
yeah,
I'm just
exactly.
like, as soon as I seen that, I'm like, this is not going to be good,
Mm-mm.
right? Yeah.
No, you're right.
Water, like, you already said she ain't going to succeed.
She's
That's
gonna, yeah, she's gonna be raising when Katie Hobbs wins. There's gonna be a lot of trouble.
I really,
Count, recount,
I think,
recount.
I think Arizona's going to be happy when they pick the right ones, but it's going to be a mess on the road.
Exactly.
Thank God they're stopping all those other crazies.
I'm sure John McCain is helping from his grave.
Devil, Mary Lake and Tufts and Purple could be ideal. I mean, she could get that radical where they
Mhm.
might just have to arrest her
Yeah,
instead of doing
exactly.
anything logically.
Exactly.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. She's probably got Mike Lindell on speed dial. We need their. uh, Debo wants to know if there's any kind of compromise on Roberts.
Of the Epstein kind.
The GOP, I'm not even going to look at Epstein. I'm just
Well,
going to go with compromise. Yeah, basically, 45 or GOP have. Let's say not compromise. What's the another word? Not compromise, but are they blackmailing?
hmm
Is
right.
let's go with is anybody blackmailing John Roberts?
hmm
Just go with that thought.
Yeah.
I'm not going to look at that. Is anyone blackmailing Roberts?
Okay.
Hmm.
I know. Mine are a little unclear.
Um. I don't. I have no money here. Right.
Yeah, I have money, but I mean, unless this was my first card out the gate, uh, maybe a rich person of privilege is blackmailing him, but it doesn't look like a blackmail card. Or this could be Robert sitting pretty. Now everybody paid off, his debt, and he got into the Supreme Court. But just you know, balancing money, he definitely has had been balancing money. And if he's the one that had allegedly gambling debts that were paid off, uh, then that would make sense. And I think he's kind of stuck where he is. He's looking out at other things, but he's stuck where he is. Um, but when I did a clarification on I got this for the clarification on the nine pentacles. which is foundation and achievement. So, no, it doesn't look like they're actively using some kind of blackmail on him. I don't.
Um, so yeah, I do have something secret.
Oh, you do?
I mean, there is something. It probably goes back to the Federalist Society or something like that. There is an
Maybe
allegiance
so.
thing.
Okay.
Okay, there is an allegiance there. So
Hmm.
that comes out first. There is some dark secrets. I think there's
Uh,
some dark secrets here. Um, this is his allegiance, dark secrets with allegiance, and he stays the course with the chariot. It's
mhm.
taking control of your own situation. I have to do what I got to do. I'm not sensing this chariot means he's leaving because this is in the current, right?
Hmm.
Or who he is. This when I was shuffling, the Ten of Swords flew out the deck, so I kept it, right?
Yeah.
So there's
Right.
a lot of. It's more of legacy worries and how to handle this court.
I think you're right about
Everything going on.
this. Was
So
my base of the debt card. I think he just feels trapped by what's going on, and he wants the legacy of the Supreme Court and his legacy there not to be smeared by looking tainted by the Supreme Court being
yeah,
look
he
like
doesn't.
money is involved.
He's no dummy,
Yeah.
right?
Right.
He knows what's going on with Ginny Thomas.
Yeah.
He knows what's in the news about Kavanaugh.
Yeah.
He knows what's in the news about Amy.
Exactly.
He's trying to keep with his allegiance with the Federalists or whatever they got him in there, right?
Hmm.
So I got him.
Yeah.
There's going to be a change.
Yeah.
We're going to be happy, but
Yeah.
I think there's something they know about that's going to happen, and it's probably with Clarence.
Hmm.
I think it's all more about prosperity. On the bottom of the deck, I got the Five of Coins again. And this is what I'm sensing the same thing. When we're reading on the house and everyone, there's going to be change. There's
Yeah.
going to be people leaving.
Yeah.
Same thing. There's going to be people leaving in the court. And I think he's kind of privy to it. The court's going to have a tower coming up. Where'd it go? There. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And the other bad card flew out. So we got the tower and the swords coming on the court. And I think he maybe knows it's going to be happening. As far as compromised, I don't really sense him compromised to the gills,
Hmm.
but it's chaotic. Could you
Yeah.
imagine everything going on, right?
Hmm.
You have your handlers, per se, of the Federalists that rule the court. This is what you got to do. How are you going to spin it?
Exactly.
It's like you had this little company of 9 people, right? And you're in charge of the 9 people.
In name
When,
only,
and
apparently.
they have,
No
and they
influence.
have, and you can't exactly fire them, right?
No, because you don't really have any power over them.
They have a
It's
lifetime.
implied.
They have a lifetime job.
Yes.
In an overworld, you gone. You gone.
Yes.
You're
Right.
racist, gone. You're drinking at a job, gone. Your
Yeah.
wife was part of the insurrection and you're an asshole, you're gone.
Good.
Right?
Right.
But you can't do that. So how do you do all this?
That's why don't they need to change it from being a lifetime to, pick a term,
Um,
years, whatever it is. Don't make it be a lifetime.
is
A
that
life,
in the Constitution? Do you know?
yeah, I think it is a constitutional thing. Let me just double check on that.
If it's in the Constitution, it takes 2/3 to change that. I would be in favor of House members going to 3 years. because this is
Mhm.
kind of crazy. It's almost like every year you have to deal with elections all the time. Make it 6 and 3,
Mhm.
but it takes a constitutional 2/3 to change anything. That's the problem.
Yeah. I don't
Well,
know. I don't
if
know if terms are actually in there. I'm looking it up, but I don't really see. So the terms,
well,
you know, something.
Holly, I don't care if I have a buddy that's like that. If I had a buddy and his wife was part of a federal insurrection, he wouldn't be my buddy no more.
Yeah.
I'd be like, FBI, my neighbor's wife is MAGA and she was beating on cops January 6th. You want to come pick her up? I would do that.
Yeah. I'm afraid I would too, under those circumstances. I have no, um, those people are dangerous to our country. They're dangerous to democracy, which is what our country was founded on. And
I understand 2 years of voting, but in my mind too, it's like,
mhm,
because I thought about running for state local here to
mhm,
represent the state. I
mhm.
almost put my name in the hat 2 years ago, but I ended up on YouTube instead.
And look at your audience. You have a great audience here. You have
Yeah,
a
but I'd be if I would have won, I would be serving 40,000 more people. But anyway, um,
you really probably have
it's
more presence.
crazy.
You have a bigger presence on YouTube,
No, you
so
think
you're
so?
serving in a different way.
But the biggest reason I didn't throw my hat in,
Mhm.
I would have to lose my job, right?
Oh, yeah, that wouldn't
But
be.
I'm only guaranteed 2 years of work,
Yeah,
and then I have to fight again and
yeah,
hope I get paid it, And then if I
yeah,
lose, I have to start all over again,
yeah. I
right?
wouldn't like that. Yeah,
So it's like you
no,
don't really have any security, and
no,
every 2 years you're fighting for another position.
that's right.
So
And that's what
I didn't,
servant,
I
a
didn't throw
public
my hat in because I was like,
to
I didn't
do.
want to do this 2 years.
Mhm.
It's too short
Too short. You can't
because
make
you
an
fight,
impact.
fight, fight,
You just get in
and
there and then you're out.
then you work for a year, and then you're
Yeah,
trying to get elected again.
exactly. It's
It's
like an
nuts.
endless election cycle, and you don't really sit in your chair and do your work.
That's what it sure feels like. So that's
Yeah,
why I didn't do it. And to me, it feels a little short. Just
that's a
my
little.
opinion. It's my
Yeah,
opinion.
I think you're right about that. Because they start like a year in advance to win an election. So
Well, it's like the president. It was like 18 months before. It's like, give me money, give me money. It's like, oh my God. It was the longest cycle up to 2020 as ever.
oh my goodness. Oh,
This will get over.
money for everything, Scott.
All of a sudden by next July, it's going to
Mhm.
be President 2024, rolling and
Yeah,
rolling and rolling.
yeah, exactly.
Oh, I'm going to throw my hat in the ring. It's like, oh my God. What do
Hmm.
we have? 20 plus running in 2020? It just was crazy.
Yeah,
It
that's
was too
crazy.
much. Yeah, it was too
Yeah.
much for me. Um, Hopkins Town Hall. Good. 2 years. Okay. Hour and 15. Water Lily asked. I have that. Come on. There we go. All right, back to comments. Whew. 98 people here. Thank you.
98. That's a lot of people. Woo!
Yeah. Usually we don't have too many on Tuesday night.
No.
Usually there's more important people around, I guess. I don't know. But that's cool. 99. Love you. Thank you. Well, energy. Back to normal.
Yeah, no, you've been going a little
It got
foggy.
blurry on me.
Yeah.
Okay. Can you check to see if blue candidates are swearing in the post? Oh, Gigi, that's a lot. We can do a random. Okay. Will the Dems fight for our country this time, or will they allow McConnell like cheating the country without even bringing it? I'm thinking you're going with. Oh, stop, girls, get out! I'm gonna block you.
Oh
Um,
God.
hide user from channel.
Oh gosh.
Go to channel. I gotta block quick. Okay, it's blocked. They always seem to find me about an hour in.
Oh yeah, they found you.
Okay. I want to see how I want to pose this question.
Yeah, tell me because I don't like my cards this time.
Um,
I'll redo it.
will the Dems fight?
Will the Dems fight for our country this time? So we really want to say,
Okay.
well, will the,
Let's,
will the Democrats come out and vote? Will the
um,
Democrats come out and vote? Because really, that's
okay. Okay. Um,
it's as simple as that. Will the Dem or
all this weird cheating.
yeah, the weird
Besides the normal stuff,
oh,
with the gerrymandering, voter suppression,
okay.
The stuff we were talking about before, the machines. I mean, most places I noticed have gone paper. At least paper backup.
Okay.
Will this be finally a clean election that we don't have to worry about other stuff?
Oh God, God, that's a no before you do the cards.
You know what? You know where I'm getting at?
Yeah, but
I mean, as far as the election process, I'm trying to figure out how to read this without making it confusing. We know it's going to be crazy. We already know it's going to be crazy.
I know. But the bottom line is, will the Dems fight for our country and go out there and vote? And will they fight if the Dems go out and vote in force? And they should those candidates.
Will the Democrats come out and fight for our country? We know there's a lot of early voting going on.
Right.
Of course they will, Blue Rose. That's their normal. Democrats coming out to fight for them. Well, they're not staying home.
Okay.
In my mind, it kind of looks like a gay pride parade. Colors, celebrating, marching.
This is my final outcome.
Universal energy. 6 of Wands. Victory.
Because I don't want to show you the rest of them because it ain't going to be easy.
I know, right?
I don't want to show you the stuff we have to go through to get
Yeah,
there.
we're gonna fight, but it ain't gonna be easy.
No,
It's kind of like worthless to even read on it because the Republicans are gonna be jerks.
Yeah, this is our near.
Good card, bad card. Good card, bad card.
Yeah, that's what I got here. This is the near future. There's going to be a lot of worrying. And here's the outside influence. The Republicans are going to put up quite a fight over all of this. And this is actually
2 cups.
Yeah, but I'm trying to think of what my position is in my
Oh,
thing.
yeah,
See,
that would make sense.
okay, this is outside influence. There's going to be some agreements made. This is the obstacle. I don't know what that would be, but the outcome is yay. It's good.
Yeah.
There's going to be a lot of stuff. There have been, and I think the agreements are with the Republicans have to cause trouble over the election, and I think the Dems are going to try and use their brains and hold fast. They're not fighters by, but they try and
Not
hold
fighters by nature.
ideals.
But if there is some, issues, I think they will fight.
Yeah,
But this is my best outcome here.
yeah,
Here we got all the voters.
yeah,
Here's balance,
yep,
and then Wheel of Fortune.
yep.
So this is positivity. But like I said, it's surrounded by a bunch of loss and fighting.
Mm,
So I have, things are still broken. The system's broken, not conceding kind of feeling, not wanting to walk away. There's still illusion.
right.
This is more a Four of Cups, like, we're going to wait a little bit. Not complete loss, but it starts out okay.
Hmm.
I mean, my last card on the bottom was Women Are Going to Save Us,
Right,
right?
right.
But it starts out this way with universal energies coming our way,
Hmm.
inspiring.
Yeah,
But then we have the Ten of Swords chaos,
got it.
breaking down the system. But then Democrats win with the King of Cups.
Yeah,
So it starts out good. There's a lot of chaos in there. There's a lot of chaos up in there, but they come. Bring balance. This is also justice. People going to court. But there's going to be a lot of chaos.
a lot of chaos. Don't let it get you down, everyone. Just know
Unfortunately,
that we will prevail. The Dems will keep the House and hopefully get the Senate. We
it's
shall
almost
say.
like okay.
Rancid Paul.
So it just So I think you're talking about Marcus Flowers and wait a minute, not Flowers. It's Booker. So let's just think of it that way. So we focus on one guy.
Yeah, one guy.
So instead of focusing on Rand Paul and the other guy,
Yeah.
let's just focus on him.
Okay.
And then Marcus Flowers, who's up against Marjorie Taylor Greene.
Oh, okay.
So we're thinking about one Republican, one Democrat, not the other one.
Yeah.
If they're going to be sworn in.
Right.
So is Rand Paul going to be sworn in Kentucky in January? I don't think so. My guides are telling me no. I want some confirmation though. That's fine, Blue Rose. I knew what you meant. But I think this is good. We'll kill two with one.
Judgment.
Judgment upon Rancid Paul.
Mm-hmm. And for
Yep, Aspie. I think Graham's gonna flip there in Georgia.
For Flowers. Let's see.
Yeah, I think one of these days I am going to get my Senate predictions, but I think we're going to get Dems are going to get 54 to 57 at least.
Oh, that would be lovely.
At least.
Lovely.
Every one of these close ones are favoring Dems. especially when you there's the young girls coming, women, not girls, women coming out. You know, well, Nevada is a hold. Well, we can kind of the guy in Utah, McMullen. I think he's going to beat Lee, but he isn't going to be with either. So it's basically forget him. So we basically would need 53 because McMullen's not going to, what do you call it, vote with. He's staying in the middle.
Oh,
He's not going to be a Dem. He's not going to be a Republican if he wins. So it's a subtract one.
I got a yes card, the Empress, a yes card for flowers.
Ooh, Flower's going to beat MTG.
Yes, but that's what the cards say.
How the house did you?
This is
What?
a yes card.
How the house did you do the house too, Scott? Oh, I haven't done them yet, Roxanne. I will. I'm more worried about the house. My original prediction in my mind was there would be a gain from 220. So I'm thinking like 224. Because it's so dang gerrymandered, it's going to be hard. But I think like there is going to be a gain from 220 to like 222, 224.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Rand Paul. 3 cards for Paul. Rand Paul gonna be sworn in January. Offer. Wow. I got 3 pages. Page of Cups, Page of Swords, Page of Wands.
Wow.
That's not being sworn in. That's kind of like doing something new.
Interesting.
That makes little sense. That's doing something new. That's a new offer. Linked doing something else. Page of Swords could be investigation upon him, preparing for something else.
Mm-hmm. Page
of Wands is all about news, something new, new ideas. Speaker. I need to clarify on that. Something's going on. There is a Russian, a guy that got indicted. His trial is coming up end of November. He was caught funneling money, and he's tied to Rand Paul in Kentucky. I wonder if he's involved in that. I think his name was actually mentioned too.
So, and I think that might help him make a decision that he's got to take some other offer, because this is Charles Booker, his opponent's card. This is a yes, the Lovers. He will win the seat.
So I did 3 more for Rand. I got conflicts are coming upon him. The 5 of Swords. That's a lot of battling there. A lot of fighting going on. And I got him walking away. Taking a different path here in karma. Different cycle. Changes in life. So I got a lot of new changes. Walking away. New conflicts upon him. I wonder if he gets indicted.
I think that may
Something
be
like that, no matter what.
That could be what does it. Could be what does it.
I mean, I seen his name was mentioned in the Parnas. Thanks, Roxanne. They're my own. I made the cards. My Farmer's Tarot. But anyway.
Buy that Farmer's Tarot.
He was
go on Scott's channel.
When Parnas and Igor Fruman got busted, but not Rudy Giuliani, but those 2 got busted along with 2 other ones. I really believe Rand Paul was part of that indictment. And there was two guys. The one guy died from Florida, but the other guy from Kentucky is going on trial next month for this funneling money to Kentucky, Russian money through the NRA and others.
I heard that.
But Rand Paul is mentioned in that, and I think he was even mentioned in the Igor Fruman indictments.
Yeah.
So he's not
clean.
He's not clean at all. I mean, I was surprised.
His name was mentioned a lot during that hearing.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Rand isn't going to have a good upcoming no matter what. Okay. That was more, well, this is something else. Not the aluminum factory. This is something else. This is funneling money directly. That Russian oligarch about the aluminum factory, he's been indicted. They raided his houses. So that could come back to Mitchie Poo too.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Now I got it. So you got good cards for flowers, huh?
Yeah, I did.
Which was canceled. Yes, the aluminum factory was canceled. But there was already millions funneled to Kentucky somewhere. And I doubt it was through the social programs. Okay. Marcus Flowers for Georgia.
I got the lover card. Yeah. Well, wait a minute. Not for Marcus Flowers.
Marcus Flowers.
But I did get a yes.
Marcus Flowers. Marcus Flowers. This is weird. I wonder if this might come up to a runoff because I think MDG gets indicted. It feels like she wins by the skin of her teeth.
Yeah, that could be.
But karma comes around and I think she gets indicted. Mm-hmm. I got a lot of bad cards, and this isn't. I think it's telling me about MTG, not Marcus. I got a lot of bad cards here. I think MTG gets indicted.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, I got Wheel of Fortune. Start out this, right? The Wheel of Fortune, the karma, everything coming around. It started out like that. And then I have King of Swords. I'm like, okay, but he's not a lawyer. So
right.
So we got Garland coming in here, DOJ. Then, okay, now we got a new job coming in. Okay. This could mean him. This could mean him eventually getting a new job. Then I have some secrets coming in and a transitioning. The moon, got some secrets, some kind of transition. And then I have an ending death. I'm like, well, why would this be Marcus Flowers? Why would he have all these dark times and greed and avarice and some secrets, hiding some secrets?
Right.
And then I have my indicted card.
Oh.
And being locked up. Indicted and locked up. So I'm like, eventually, because the wheel takes time, you know. Life happens, you know, circle of life. Good, bad, you work things up, karma cycle. Mm-hmm. I really think he may lose, but then it would have to go to a runoff. I don't think House members get.
Well, here's the thing. Isn't Rand Paul's opponent Charles Booker, not Flowers?
Yes,
Well, I did Charles Booker and got the lover's card for him, and it said yes.
right.
And
I'm sorry. I thought you understood what we're doing.
Rand
But yeah,
Paul's,
Rand Paul is facing Charles Booker. I believe Charles Booker will win. Right.
yeah, and I did Rand Paul and I did Charles Booker, and then I did Marcus Flowers for his race, and I got both of them winning, and I got Rand Paul losing.
Correct. That's what I believe. I mean, eventually I feel like Flowers will be in there, but I think in House seats they have to have a runoff. The governor doesn't appoint.
Mm-hmm.
They appoint senators, but they don't appoint House members.
Right.
So this is what I'm getting right now, that she may win by a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's a deep red. It's a deep red. It would be a miracle if Flowers did. I mean, they're
Probably.
all.
But I always try for a miracle.
But it feels like he will. That's why it's good to say who's going to be sworn in the seat.
True. Right. Who's going to be
Especially
sworn in?
now. There's so much crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Thanks, Blue Rose. There's going to be so much crazy here. Like I said before on Sunday, I've said it before, if you follow that Denver wriggling guy who was helping out the January 6th, he's coming out with a book or something. But he put it all together, and he found emails, text, calls in the whole insurrection planning between 36 House members, and not House members alone.
Mm-hmm. Right.
And then it includes insurrectionists, Proud Boys, Roger Stone, Eastman, the Pillow Guy, Rudy, Sidney Powell, Jenna Ellis, all these fools, right?
Right.
And then there's at least 8 senators. Depends how deep, if they just forwarded emails or something and didn't get really involved, well, that's not really criminal.
Mm-hmm.
It could be, what do you want to call it? Willful negligence?
Yeah.
Not honoring your duty?
Mm-hmm.
But probably not enough to get the boot.
True.
They don't leave unless Garland and DOJ, after the big ones are done, come back and do a, what do you call it? Amendment 13. What is that called? Article 14, Article 3, or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Anyone serving part of an insurrection, you're gone.
Right.
They can always come back there if you were involved in. I mean, technically, you have a duty to inform leadership that there's an insurrection going on.
Yeah.
And you did nothing.
Exactly.
I know, it's conspiracy. So if these, we wouldn't, of course, that'd be good because we wouldn't have a Republican Party left. They probably all knew.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
You're all gone. Yeah, thanks, Keith. I knew it was something like that. Article 3 of the 14th Amendment. Correct. I knew it was.
My brain is not plugged into my articles.
I knew it was something like that.
The Constitution.
On the first day of Christmas, justice gave to me indictment covering a tree.
Is that how you remember these things?
I like it a lot. No, I ought to start doing it. But I like Blue Rose's song. On the first day of Christmas, the justice gave to me indictments covering the tree. It's beautiful.
It's a good one. It's a good verse.
I like it a lot. What's the second day of Christmas? Gotta create something. That just inspired me. New deck of cards.
Uh-oh, you're
52,
going to start
52
singing
weeks,
on the show now.
365 deck
More
cards.
verses.
Did you finish the song? Keep him set to music. Beautiful. All right. I think we gotta shut her down. It's been
Yeah, let's shut her down. My brain is exhausted.
a long day at the office.
It's a long day at the office. And now I got to go fix Sheila's name on my thumbnail for my.
Well,
She's
let's see if
totally
my daughter starts. See if my
now gonna
daughter
fix it.
starts like it. Cool, Roxanne.
Oh gosh.
So yeah. So hopefully my daughter has her baby in the next 2 days, but we'll see. Let's see if I was right. Because when she was pregnant, when she told me she was pregnant, I asked myself, what day is she going to be born? And my guides told me November 3rd. And that's Thursday. So we'll see.
All right.
But I got all excited here a few weeks ago. She said, "Oh, I'm dilated. Baby's ready to go. It could be any time." So I'm like, when? But my original prediction is
It
Thursday.
was November 3rd.
I'm back from March. My guides put November 3rd in my mind. So we'll see if I'm right there.
We'll see.
Yeah, I'm just a excited grandpa. What do you say?
That's something to be excited for. That's for sure.
Yeah, first one. Oh, grab your crystals. What comes out? Grab your Nancy Jean crystals. Crystal therapy.
Oh, nice. Very nice.
I've done that before. It really does seem to help you tap in, and if you want to just meditate a little bit in a quiet space.
Yep.
I don't meditate. I mean, basically, when I need to, I grab my crystal. I grab my favorite crystal.
Right.
And just get calm and hold it. And it feels like the energy and thoughts flow a lot better.
Yep.
So,
I do this. I've done the same thing. I haven't done it in a while with my crystals, but I used to always I actually held two crystals, one in each hand, and it seemed to help tune in.
thanks, Roxanne. 8 senators yelling. Yes, they do. But yeah, crystal therapy helps.
Yeah, it does.
If you don't have a grid or something like that, you can create your own grid.
Mm-hmm.
I've done that before. It worked really good. I bought a bunch of cheap ones. I mean, even the rose quartz is cheap. But I've used one big one, and then bought some relatively cheap ones.
Yep.
Different
Calcite.
colors.
Different calcite. Mm-hmm.
Different colors, and then place them. I noticed that works to meditate in and get message or whatever, and place them in like a hexagon. 5 other ones, like how the points would be, and that's helped me. So I need one more, and then I'll pan down. So yeah, so that works.
There it is.
Well, yeah. So you just place them in a hexagon, or the biggest one in the middle, and you can vibe off that.
Yep. That's awesome.
And so you technically don't need, like a grid or anything. You can just get.
I like that. That's a good idea.
Put them in a hexagram. and you can just vibe off of it, and it works really good.
Yeah, I'm going to try that. I have a lot of crystals around.
Yeah, I got plenty too.
Make a lot of grids.
Where'd they go? Yeah, here's all my extra ones.
Oh yeah.
I love these little things.
Yeah.
I thought I got a whole bunch of little rose quartz, but I'm like, oh, that color's cute, and citrine or whatever.
Yeah,
Quartz,
citrine.
whatever. I got a bunch of different ones, and they weren't that expensive. A couple bucks each.
Yeah.
I think this is obsidian. Play with them all.
Very good.
But yeah, that hexagram works really nice.
I'll try that.
Okay. 5 golden handcuffs. Everyone's picking their song.
Golden handcuffs.
Anyway,
Another verse. Second verse.
Have a blessed Tuesday.
My 5th verse, rather. Oh, that's cute.
Yep. Gonna be a Scorpio. I really doubt she'd hang on for another month. They would induce before that. But anyway, blessings to everyone. Thank you for coming.
Yay. Thank you, everyone.